Hey, listen, it's date night, and tonight we're making an iced Irish coffee here on Coffee Cocktails. Oh, hey there. Welcome to Coffee Cocktails with Bob and Michelle. Welcome to our date night, and welcome to our exploration of cocktails made with coffee, coffee liqueur, and coffee liquor. Hey, listen, today we're making an iced Irish coffee. That's a variation on traditional Irish coffee, and we'll put a link up there on how to make a traditional Irish coffee. But this particular beverage, this time, uses no coffee, but it uses a coffee liqueur. And it sort of has the strength of a Long Island iced tea because, well, it's virtually 100% alcohol, right? The equipment that we need today, of course, are some footed glasses. Now, traditionally, Irish coffee gets a footed glass because the drink is warm or hot and you want to be able to grab it someplace where it's not. We're sticking with a footed glass simply because, well, that's the tradition of Irish coffee. We need some place to blend our coffee liqueur and our Irish whiskey. We need a stir spoon for that. We need a measuring device. It could be a jigger, but I'm going to use a more traditional kitchen measuring cup because of the volume of alcohol. And for our whip topping, we need a whipper. And that whipper, we happen to use the Zule, but we'll put a link down below so you can know what a Zule is. Well, let's go ahead and get started with our drink, but before I do that, I need to give you the ingredients. The ingredients, of course, are Irish whiskey. In this case, it's coffee liqueur, a little whipping cream, and some chocolate for dusting, and of course, you'll need some ice. And so I will get started at this point with some ice. And we're just going to fill these glasses completely full of ice. Hopefully, that'll displace some of the massive amount of alcohol we're putting in here, all right? You know, we like to sample these drinks sometimes before we make them. We promise you that we've not done any sampling before this episode because there's no way we'd make it any way through it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and measure off our alcohol. And what we need is, now this is for 2 drinks, so if you're making one, you got to cut this in half. From an Irish whiskey, we need 4 ounces of Irish whiskey. And so that's, you know, for a single drink, that would be 2 ounces. So it's a 2-2 ratio. And we're going to use the same amount on coffee liqueur. Now we're using Cafe Lolita. We prefer that over Kahlua. And actually what we really prefer is our own coffee liqueur. And we'll put a link up there to let you know how to make that. We've made it in the past and we absolutely love it. But you know what? Michelle drank a lot of it, so we don't have any to use tonight. All right, we're going to get 4 ounces of coffee liqueur in here, and then we just need to blend it or stir it a little bit and pour it over our ice. And, you know, it comes off with a real nice iced coffee look to it. Now, it doesn't look as strong as if you had coffee because the coffee liqueur is not as strong as coffee. All right, I got a little bit left in here. I'm going to just put a dash of that in here because I'm going to flavor the whipping cream. And we want to get about a half a cup of whipping cream in here. And we want to double that volume. So there's a half cup. And our little Zule whipper, it works really easy. If you've been here before, you've seen us use this. It happens so fast. It makes great micro bubbles. Would recommend it to anybody. All right. And I'm going to use a spoon to pour over the whipping cream so it doesn't mix in too much down below. There we go. Oops, boy, that was messy. Mm-hmm. I'm a barista, not a bartender. You know, barista, I guess, is a little bit like a bartender. Okay. And as mentioned, going to dust that off with a little chocolate. I've got some here in this espresso cup. And babe, I'm going to have you come in and take a shot of this right here. Looking pretty.
Yeah, it is looking pretty.
And I'm going to hand you one. And don't forget, we got to do the old cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. And I would say, welcome to date night.
Thank you, baby.
Let's give it a slurp. I got to say, that's a super fine drink.
That's delicious.
Summertime on the deck, I would have it. I feel like I have a milk mustache on me here. Yeah, no, if it's a hot day, this is much better than traditional Irish coffee because it's hot. This does pack a wallop. You might have liked this episode. If you do, hit the like button. Maybe you've got a comment, good or bad. Either way, leave it down below. We'd love it if you'd subscribe. And we're going to leave you with this one last note, and that is, when you love the world will love you right back.
From my handsome husband who knows everything about coffee,
To the woman I love deeply, we hope you subscribe to
Coffee Cocktails.
Brought to you by
OneBigIsland
In Space
.com
with two G's.